All right, we're gonna get onto our backs. Arms down by your sides. Let's press the shoulder blades and the shoulders into the mat and the head looking straight up. The back of the rib cage is going to be in contact with the floor, and the pelvis is just going to be in a neutral position of the spine. So there might be a little bit of a gap in the lower back. Let's start off by just tilting the pelvis. We're going to press the lower back into the mat and then tilt the pelvis forward and arch the back. So posterior tilt and anterior tilt. And just going through the two extremes. Good. And now we're going to find a neutral position, so halfway in between. And imagine that you have a full glass of wine. I like to use wine just because nobody ever wants to spill wine. Some people use water. I don't care if I spill water. I don't want to spill my wine. So a full glass of wine right to the rim, and you would need to balance it on your pelvis. So if you're too tilted underneath, it's going to spill on you. And if you're too arched, it's going to spill away from you. So you want to find that happy medium between the two. And we're going to create a little table here. All right, back of the rib cage in contact with the mat. Let's place the hands on the rib cage, and we're just going to focus on the breath. We're going to inhale through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips. As you inhale, you want to think about breathing to the bottom and the back of the rib cage. Exhale, let all the air out. Close the rib cage back in. We're still balancing that full glass of wine. Couple more. Last time. We're going to keep all of this going. Arms come down by your side. And we're just going to slide the shoulder blades up the mat and slide them back down. So thinking about your shoulder blades, keep them in contact with the mat and just sliding them up and down. Focusing on the breath. Focusing on keeping that neutral position of the pelvis. One more time. Good. We're going to reach the arms up. We're going to still focus on the shoulder blades, but now what we're going to do is we're going to separate the shoulder blades. Reach the fingers, touch the ceiling, and then squeeze the shoulder blades back towards each other. Touch the ceiling, separate the shoulder blades, and then squeeze them back together. And squeeze them back together. Two more. Last one. Good. Now we're going to scissor the arms. One comes back behind the head. The other one comes down towards the feet. Right back up. And switch. Let's think about keeping the back of the rib cage in contact with the mat. Focusing on that neutral position of the pelvis. Let's do one more. And reach the arms back up to the ceiling. Let's do some arm circles. We're going to start to pull the arms back behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, circle them open to the sides, straight arms all the way down, fingertips towards the feet, right back up to the ceilings. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Back of the rib cage stays in contact with the mat. So the only thing that moves are the arms inside that shoulder joint. Let's do one more. Good. We're going to go in the opposite direction. Circle the arms open to the side. Up to the ceiling. Down towards the feet. Inhale. Exhale. And as you bring the arms down, make sure the shoulders stay in contact with the mat. So you're not rounding forward. Let's do one more. And we'll bring the arms down by our sides. From here, we're going to flatten the lower back along the mat. So you're going to come out of that neutral position, engage the glutes, tuck the pelvis under, lift the bum, and then you're going to slowly push up into a bridge, diagonal line from the shoulders to the knees. Breathe. And then exhale, lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Lower back, bum comes down, and release back into neutral. Here we go again. Flatten the lower back, contract, lift the bum, up, one vertebrae at a time. Pressing all four corners of the feet into the ground. Breathe. Exhale, lowering back down, one vertebrae at a time. Back into neutral. And again, deep breath. Flatten the back, contract, lift the bum, all the way up. Deep breath. Exhale, lowering down. Lower back into neutral. And we'll do it again. Exhale. Up. Pressing the feet into the mat. Lower back. Release. Two more times. Deep breath. Exhale. Back into neutral. Last time. Contract, tuck under, engage the glutes, push up. Diagonal line from the shoulders to the knees. Breathe, and then exhale, lowering down one vertebrae at a time. And come back into neutral. Good. Pull the knees into the chest, around the back, rock side to side.